Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless general reading. This was a request from one of my viewers that I do more general reading, spirit messages. So we're going to see what our spirit guides have for you in any area of their life right now. This will be a fully channeled message. I'm calling it spot on. It feels just like a personal reading. And I'm hoping that you feel like your spirit guides are talking to you. And if you do feel that way, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you enjoy this type of reading so that we can incorporate them into my schedule and try some new things on my channel. So let's see what we have for my Sagittarius today, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is coming into you, but more importantly, what does Spirit want you to know? What is going on around you or things to think about? Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to hear today? I am listening for you now. I have secrets. They're sharing with me holding back. It's not that you have secrets. And it doesn't mean that you have to tell everybody or any one person everything that you're thinking and feeling. Okay. You have the right to have some privacy. You have your own thoughts, they're saying. Okay. They're not secrets. They're your personal thoughts. They're your personal feelings. Okay. If you want to share them with other people, you can. All right. But there's a sense of don't feel guilty that you think about something or even fantasize about something, in your mind. Like that's who you are. That's what you need to do. So it's not a secret. It's not a secret. I'm not feeling holding back, but you may be thinking I shouldn't be thinking these thoughts. If you're not doing anything wrong and it's just a thought, you're not doing anything wrong. I wouldn't worry about it. I have power, the number 23, and this crown. They're sharing with me, I want more. And that is not a feeling of greed or selfishness or I want more material things. It was more I want more out of my life. I'm working hard. I want more to show for it. I want to achieve things. Maybe it is I want to achieve a bigger house, a nicer car. There's nothing wrong with that if you are working hard, okay? So this feeling of I want more power, the power is within you, they're sharing. So you could be struggling a little bit with how do I get there? More so than can I do it, okay? The power is within you. And maybe it's more along the lines of focusing or staying on a path or time management or where do I put my energy? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right kind of work? So, but you have the power within you to do whatever you need to do to achieve. So it's more of a, okay, how do I tweak things? Something like that. I'm searching. Yeah, I'm searching. I'm trying to figure it out. It's not a secret. I don't know. Part of you feels like you're holding all this energy inside of you. You're trying to do it by yourself. And that's probably what's not working, is that you need to find a mentor or a coach, or if somebody that is successful or doing what you want to be doing, watch what they're doing. Don't reinvent the wheel. Do what they're doing and learn from them. Okay. So it doesn't mean you're copying them. It doesn't mean you're not unique. It means that you're reviewing what other people are doing. Okay. And you're gathering information. All right. But it's a feeling of don't do it alone. All right. You're trying to get to the next level and you're kind of, how do I get there? How do I get there? Okay, so you need some direction of some kind. The only way to get there is you have to break it down into little pieces. You have to have a very clear vision, and you have to stay in your lane and not get pulled in 1,000 different directions. And the person who's going like this all the time, trying to get their arms around the next level or the next, what they want, usually is being pulled in 1,000 different directions and gets nothing done. So that's the first thing you need to look at, is where am I putting my energy? Spirit, please share with me. My poor Sages, they're being pulled. You're being pulled in 1,000 directions. Let's see. I feel like that's the first thing we need to work on. Yeah, there's just too much on your plate, and I'm not. Maybe you're good at some things, but I want to be better at one thing. I want to be better at this area of my life, something like that. I have a 7 of Pentacles. That's key. I have a Page of Pentacles. There you go. I have a Knight of Wands. And I have a 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so they definitely are trying to help you to achieve some kind of goal. And it's the planting of the seeds. It's the putting your passion in there. It's the coming up with the new ideas to be inventive and create new streams of income, or to get to the next level in your career. What do I need to do with that page? Coming up with the ideas, learning, and then that give and take, surrounding yourself with people that have something to offer you and you can help them. Okay, that win-win situation. So they're definitely trying to help you plant the seeds for success. They're trying to show you that, I know that sounds kind of, trite, but it's the truth. It's, if you do the work and you plant the seeds, there is a day that those seeds come back to you. Absolutely. Okay. So you're trying to grow a business. It takes time. You got to put in a lot of effort. And then all of a sudden down the road, something that you did months ago, all of a sudden starts to, come to fruition. I have a Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This is coming into me as use this kind of ingenuity or excitement about something and creating something new, they're saying. Okay, so some of you could be on the verge of starting a new business. You could be, I want to renovate my home. I want to reinvent myself. Okay, I want to lose weight. I want to get in shape, whatever it is. But it does feel like it's more connected to success and finances to me. But I want you to, it's a feeling of reinventing and taking all my skills and putting them into kind of a new channel. And that channel becomes very successful for me. So something is going on around that. I have an Ace of Swords. An idea comes in. You're going to be hit with an aha moment. Okay. You're kind of, I don't want to say you're spinning your wheels, but that going back to that, I feel like I'm climbing all the time and not going anywhere. There's going to be a moment in time that it dawns on you that if I do this, it's going to pay off. Okay. Think of, I'm just going to use a simple example. I'm a basketball player. I'm a high school basketball player and I want to be a professional. I am going to throw a ball into a basket every day over and over again. I'm going to learn how to run as fast as I can and pass a ball, like everything about basketball. And that's all I'm going to think about. That's all I'm going to do until I become the best of the best. And that's how I'm going to get to that level. So you look at anybody who is the best at what they do, usually that's what they think of the most. That is where they put their time. That is where they put their energy. Okay. Doesn't mean that you don't have a family. Doesn't mean that you don't have kids. Doesn't mean you don't clean your house. But their primary function or goal or purpose is, this is the path I've chose for myself. And then that's going to keep elevating you. When you keep switching paths and being pulled, they said you're being pulled in 1,000 different directions, you don't get anything done. You get a little bit of this, you feel a little success over here, and then maybe a little success over here. And then you're basically starting over every time. And you don't really get anywhere. You're spinning your wheels. So this aha moment is, it helps you to stop spinning. And that probably would be a nice feeling, right? I don't want to spin my wheels anymore. I don't want to waste my time. I want more direction. I have a Hierophant. Okay, maybe your spiritual guides can help you. Maybe you need to kind of dig deep within yourself as to what am I supposed to be doing in this life? I have a Judgment. I have to make some choices, is how it came into me. Maybe I have to make some hard choices. I have to eliminate something from my life that maybe I've outgrown, or I have, I just don't have the time for it. It's maxing me out somehow, and it's taking me away from focusing on what I should be focusing on. Something like that. You know, I want to write a book, but I'm so consumed with being on the local PTA, not that that's not important, but it doesn't give me any time to write a book. Okay, so you have to make choices, and it's really, really hard to do that. But you have to make choices as to, all we have is 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. We all have the same amount of time. So you say, well, how come this person did it? And how come this person didn't? You know, how come I didn't do it? Okay, we all have the same time. Where do you put your time is the question. I have impatience. Maybe that's why you feel like you're being pulled in 1,000 different directions. You get bored easily. It's hard for you to focus on any one thing. It takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. Do you know how easy it is to just jump ship and do something else with the intention of, this is going to succeed, this time it will work? If you took that same amount of energy and just stayed focused on what you were already committed on and just kept refocusing, you'd be shocked at the progress. Okay, it's just that our human nature is, I want to start over because it would be easier, it would be better. This isn't working. Okay, you got to push through the hard times and the difficulties to get to the other side so you get the reward. So sometimes you just think it's easier to start over, and it isn't. It's twice as hard to start over. Experiment. When you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction you go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. It's okay to try different things, but what I'm saying is you don't live in that cycle. Okay, some people live in that cycle their whole life and they never really get their arms around anything. Pick something. Pick what you're good at, they're saying, okay? And stay in that lane, all right? And say, I'm really good at this, and I'm going to develop this. I'm going to become the best that I can at this, and I'm going to see where that takes me. Walk away. What you're doing now isn't working for you, but you are willing to walk away to make room for something better. If you feel like you're spinning your wheels, if you feel like this isn't working, you have a choice in a relationship, in your careers, in your goals. You have choices. I'm not saying go out and quit your job. That's not what I'm saying, because you can plan these things. But you have big choices. And over time, you can achieve the kind of life and the lifestyle that you want by making some good choices. Destiny. You have a divine destiny to fulfill through your career path. Your work will help elevate the consciousness of this planet. Do you ever feel or ever say to yourself, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something bigger? I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something more. Okay? That is the calling in all of us. So you have to answer that question. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? What is it that I'm meant to be doing? And only you can answer that. I wish I could give you the answers. You will hear it. You will feel it. You will know it in your heart that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is why I'm here on this earth. So yeah, that's kind of this, I'm trying to get my arms around things, and maybe nothing seems to be working right now. And they're saying things will get better. Okay. So this feeling of this aha moment that either enlightens us or gives us a sense of purpose, gives us a sense of direction, a place to start, they're saying. And then I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm going to focus on that. I'm not going to jump around as soon as it gets hard. I'm not going to jump ship and try something else. And then that doesn't work. And I'm going to try something else and try something else. I'm going to stay put and put in the time and build the foundation. And that's why they gave us the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is, I've got to put in the time and the effort and plant the seeds so that eventually I harvest the fruit of my work. Sometimes we plant the seeds and we don't wait around long enough to get the benefit of the work that we did, and we kind of give it away. We don't wait around for all the hard work that we did to see what came of it. And we're on to the next thing. So I feel like jumping around could be a problem for somebody out there, that I'm having a hard time focusing. I think a lot of us do. I had to retrain myself. I really did. I had to really focus when I gave up a corporate life to be a psychic. I had to retrain my brain. I really did. That I had to stay in the day and do what I'm being asked to do every day. There's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. I love that. That's your reading. That if you, instead of bouncing around to all these other paths, find the path that you believe in. Find the path that's best for you. Spend more time on your spiritual growth. Could be connected. Maybe the spiritual growth is going to help you with the answers. It was a necessary ending so that you could pursue the life you're destined to leave. Leave the past behind. Sometimes spirit will remove something from our lives in order to pick us up and put us on a new path. So sometimes it's by choice, and sometimes spirit intervenes and comes in and says, hey, you're not doing it on your own. So I'm going to take something and I'm going to put you over here and kind of get you going again. Okay. So sometimes that happens, and you look back and go, okay, I think, spirit intervened for a reason. The healing must be completed before your life can transform. You can move forward and heal at the same time. Okay, so if you feel like you're still getting through something, you're working on something, you're recovering from something, you can still move forward at the same time. Okay, so you can try something new, so to speak. And let's see, bottom of the deck. You have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. Okay. Don't put yourself against anybody else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't doubt how good you are, how talented you are, how gifted you are, what your God-given gifts are. So you have to find that within yourself, and you have to just kind of know in your heart sometimes that this is who I am, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is where I'm going to put my time. and you have to stay there. I want to get you away from that spinning, and I want to get you away from being pulled in 1,000 different directions. So just for today, try to narrow it down to, if I were to put my energy into this area of my life over a period of time, if I stayed focused on it and I actually did the work, do I think I would start to see the benefits? And if the answer to that is yes, then I want you to start to do that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you feel like it was spot on. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you felt like Spirit was talking to you in a personal reading, I want to know, because I want to know if you enjoy these readings and you'd like to see more of them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. And check out my other 2 channels. I always like to mention that. I have a Pick a Card channel, and I have a Twin Flame Soulmate channel. And those readings, the link to those readings is in the description. I hope you enjoyed this reading today. I hope you feel like it was spot on and it felt like a personal reading to you. And we'll see you again real soon.